Hi everybody, welcome to Shalene's Creativity Room. I have brain fart today. Can't remember the name of my channel. Hi Deborah, hi Kaya, hi Nick and Tina. And Nick, you don't have to put in capital letters. Who else is here? Danielle, Deanne. Hi Crystal. So, um, we'll wait for a few more people to come in and then I'll start showing my colored finishes. Hi, Dawn. How are you? So I got up my hashtags for diamond painting and coloring for next year on Instagram. I'm all set. Hi, Lise. How are you? Hi, Melody. Tomorrow is Melody's birthday, everybody. Happy birthday, Melody. Today is Zoe Archer. She is a colorist. If anybody sees her on Facebook, wish her a happy birthday. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Michelle. I am really good. I'm tired today. I think because yesterday I was woken up at 5 a.m. and couldn't fall back to sleep. And then I was up till 11:30 chatting with a couple friends. So, yeah. I think it's catching up to me. So I've kind of been dragging all day. I didn't even do any more laundry today. I did wash dishes, and I dusted all the rooms in the house. I did have a nice holiday weekend, and my grandsons are good. I had them all day yesterday, all day today, and I have them all day tomorrow. Speaking of which, Danielle, I don't even remember what time they were picked up today. Do you? Seems like it was right around 4 o'clock. I keep track. I have them tomorrow, and then Dylan has Thursday and Friday off. So I don't have them Thursday and Friday. Hi, Shawana. Counter? What do you mean by counter? Did I say something, Crystal? Yep. So I dusted all the rooms. That was it as far as really cleaning. Oh, and I've got a pot of soup going on the stove. It's called chicken broccoli potage soup. So that's going. It's all done. I just turned it off, but by the time Scott gets home, it'll still be hot. Because it's one of those that takes me all day to do. And so I had a couple tablespoons of that before I came in here, and it tastes really, really, really good. Hi, Christy. How are you? Okay, so these books are not in any particular order. They've just been piling up with my finishes. So this is called Color in Chicks Coloring Book 2. And it's by Deria Draws. It's a fantasy and it's a grayscale. So this is all I did in it. I did the nameplate in the book. I used my Blick Studio pencils, which I need to write down here because I like to do that. And I probably never posted it on Instagram because it was for, I don't know, there was a nameplate color along. There was the Color Your Horde, which is where you take a coloring book you haven't colored in yet, and when you do the first page of the coloring book, when you color for the first time in it, you you post it. And so I didn't do that either. You're heading to Oklahoma. What's in Oklahoma, Christy? Hi, Heidi. Oh, I did not clean the catch-all room today. My back was hurting. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? So, yep, I used Blick Studio pencils. I didn't do much shading because, as you can see, it has a lot of shading. So I kind of just go in with a little bit of a darker color in where the darker is. And it's funny, now when I color normally on a page that's not grayscale, I start with the lightest color and work up. With grayscale, you start with the darkest color in the darkest spot, then you use your medium in a medium area, and then your light color over it. So, yeah. Hi, Marianne. So there's that page, and I did like this. This has some really pretty pictures. Look at that with the koala and the kangaroo. It's called Angel Hug. You learned today? Look at her with the frog. I love these books, and I need to color in them more. Yep. So that's how I learned, how I was taught, was to do the darkest to the lightest. When I normally color, I go lightest to darkest. I don't think there's any wrong way or right way to do it. It's just what is your preference. So that's just how I was taught. And it might not be right, but that's what works for me. I colored in Luna by Marie Trolle. Her books are hardcover. And where's the page I colored? I colored this page here. And I did not write down what pencils I used. That is very unusual for me. I always write them on the tab. So yeah, I did not do that. I don't know what pencils I used. I know I used some gel pens because I can tell. But as far as the pencils, I'm trying to remember. I did this back in May. I don't remember. I don't remember. I think that's the only picture in this book I've also colored. I don't think I've colored anything else. I do like that page. Let's see. Yep, that's the only page in the book I've colored. But that's Maria Trolle. All of her books are hardcover. Crystal says they're the magic ones, the magic pencils. But yeah, I forgot to write down. I don't know why I did that. Thank you guys. Yep, hit that thumbs up. Okay, drinking some tea. Hopefully I won't cough anymore. I don't think I got this up on Instagram either. So my New Year's goal next year is to make sure that I post something every night on Instagram of what I worked on. It's going to become a habit, and I may do it on Facebook too. So there's that one. And this was a buddy color that I did with Robin and Corey, I believe. Now to find it. Yep, it was a buddy color I did with Robin and my friend Corey. And I used Crayola pencils. I did this in June, and this was June Color Your Horde. So Lavella's coloring every month. She does a video, and she takes when you color a page for the first time in a book and you finish it, then you do a hashtag like the month color your horde. So this was hashtag June color your horde, and then you tag her, and she makes a video at the end of the month of everybody that did a picture. You found a diamond painting company that licenses Fabiana, but the company shipping, oh my God, Rebecca, I just bought a beaded cross stitch kit. And yeah, the shipping was like $30 or $40. Crazy. It was crazy. Hi, Phyllis. Yeah, put in planner. I know, but I don't put that in the planner because it's just something I need to remember to do every day. It's just something I need to do every day. But yeah, it came out okay. They're Crayola pencils. What do you want? They're not the greatest, but they work. And I wanted to work with different skin tones, so I used the Crayola skin tone set because not everybody's skin is the same. So I wanted to play around with that, and I didn't do any shading, as you can tell, but in the fire, I did. I did a little yellow, a little orange, some red. So I did shading, but I didn't do a lot of shading, just a little bit. But yeah, you can see the white part of the paper. And if I'd have done more light layers, it might have filled it in, but that's okay because this is, it's a cartoony book. It's cartoonish. So, yeah, that was done in June. I don't know if I can't remember if Robin and Corey finished theirs. There's that. I colored in Mermaids in Paradise by Denise Klett. She has several books. I don't think I have them all, but I want them all. I have her Gnomes. There's the Mermaids, the Gnomes. Fairies in Dreamland. I can't remember if I have that one. Maybe Fairies is the one I don't have. But I did this. This is really fun. So, is that the page I did? Yep, this is the page I did. And I used my Fila pencils. These are with my Fila pencils. And I used some soft pastel for this background here. And a white Posca pen. And I tried to make it look like it was sparkling on the ice. A little bit of sparkle. But this was fun. I enjoyed this one. So, yeah, you don't need much color. Just do a little bit of dark and lighten it up as you go up. It's ice. Some purples, some blues. So, yeah, there's not a lot of color in this. So, she's the centerpiece. She was the center of attention. So, yep, that one was fun. I did this in July. And I wrote over here that I used Fila pencils. And I think is this the only picture? Nope, I did this one. I did this one this year too. This one was done in June. This was done with Derwent Color Soft and Vitoller fine liners. But yeah, Derwent Color Soft pencils and some fine liners. And this was My Name in Color 2021 and hashtag June Color Your Horde 2021. This was the first one I did in this book. And then I did this one. I think that's it out of this book. Yeah, that's it. Got some tikis. They're just fun to do. And with these, you can use your alcohol markers because if they bleed through, it doesn't matter. They're just one-sided. Yeah. Get the birds. And I have this book, 50 Halloween Mandalas, and Camellia Angelkova. So I did this page. This I used gel pens. I only used gel pens on this. So this was Spooky August Color Your Horde 2021, and My Name in Color in 2021. So one page gets 3 hashtags. So, yep, you can see all the glittery goodness. But yeah, the Halloween mandalas. So they, you know, you get pages, there's candles, trick or treat. Bones, skeletons. Hi, Robin. How are you? So, yeah, this book. Oh, I love that one. Yep. Spiders. So, that was the only one I did in this. I have Circle of Life, A Coloring Journey by Malpamani. Yeah, Chats of Panagiato. I don't know. I don't know, but I did this for okay. So I did this page here. This is done with my Arteza pencils. A wink of Stella to make it sparkle, and it's got soft pastels in the background. This was for Hummingbird into August and Arteza August 2021. So there were 2 color alongs for this. But yeah, you can see that the hummingbird has a little bit of sparkle on her wings, her feathers. So this one was fun to do. But yeah, Arteza pencils are awesome. I love mine. I tried to do the hummingbirds all look alike with the rainbow look, kind of. Yeah. That's fun. That was fun. And then I did another page in here. This was for Sandra for her flamingo event. And I think I forgot to post this. This was in July when I did this. And I never wrote down what pencils I used again. But I did take a white Posca pen and made a little bit looking like the water. You know how when the water hits and you got all that, it looks like foam. So yeah, that's the look I got with that. But yeah, I don't remember what pencils I used. They might have been the Artezas again. I don't know. Thank you, Shawana. So I really like this book. I need to color in this more. Got some really pretty colors, pretty pictures. Want to do that crab. I did a crab in another coloring book, and I did them all in blues, and this one would be fun to do all in red. A jellyfish. So yeah, this book will be fun to do. More pages.
Is that my outer box?
Mm-hmm. You gonna go take it to Dylan's?
Huh?
You gonna go to Dylan's and have them put it together
Yeah,
for
after
you?
I'll take my shower and eat and stuff.
Okay. Sherry Baldy, my Besties Halloween Boo coloring book. And I did this page here. I love this. This is using the Tombow Erogitins. It was for a Sherry Baldy color along series September 2021. I did that in September. Isn't that cute? And I think with this one, I think some of it I did in marker, like the hat. I might have done that in marker first. Yes, I did. I did it in alcohol marker first, and then I did shading over it with pencil. Hi, Tina. How are you? So that's what I did with this one. So yes, you can. You can color over marker. If you have a big area and you want to color in marker, just make sure there's no image on the other side, because that's what happens. Always make sure also when you color that you have like a piece of plastic or cardstock or a few pieces of printer paper between so it doesn't bleed through. But yeah, she's so cute. I love Sherry Baldy. So I did that one. This one I did last year. And again, I did not write what pencils I used. I can tell I used a marker, but I don't know what pencils I used over it. And I did this one. This was like one of my first coloring pages back in 2017. So yeah, I was learning shading, which I did not do a very good job with shading. I pretty much just straight colored it. I don't know. I think that's it in here. But yeah, see? It's a mummy. So many cute pictures in here. But I love the big-eyed girls. Yeah. The ghost. So yeah, did that one this year. Whoops. It's got a cat. It, yeah, kind of scribbling and World of Flowers by Johanna Basford. She is one of my favorite artists. I have almost all her coloring books. She has one learning how to draw. I didn't want that one, and I think there's another one out like that, and I don't have that, and I didn't want it. But yeah, this is a fun book. So this year I colored, hold on. I colored this. So this was Flower 3 in JB. It's also series September 2021. I used my Sargent Art Supreme pencils. And the center part is with the soft pastels. So, yep. I like doing flowers. I have fun. doing shading with them. And, you know, there's different ways of coloring your leaves. There's no wrong way. Leaves are all different colors. So, yeah, I played with that. These were white, so because there was a background, I kind of let that go through the dandelions. They look like dandelions anyways. But, yep, there's that. And all I do is I use a makeup pad and I rub it over my new pastel. My pastels are from Prismacolor. I usually write on the coloring page, Rebecca. Otherwise, I can't tell from looking at them. But if I have room in the coloring book, I always write the day I finish it, and I write the colored pencils I used. And then if I did it for a color along, I write that on here too. But I can't always do that. Depends on the book. Like if I did something on here, I would write the date, but I don't think I'd be able to write in what colored pencils. But I've colored a few pages in here. I did this one. And again, I did not write on this what I used. These look like well, there is colored pencils. But this book is really fun. I like coloring in this. I did that page. This is with my Karen Dash Pablos. And I did this one in 2019. These two pages I'm still working on. So I wrote down what colors I used, and I can tell by looking at the colors that I was using my Prismas. Either my Prismas or my polychromos, but Deco Pink is definitely a Prismacolor. And then I did this page back in 2019 also. And these were with the colored pencils Mitsubishi Uni. And I did this one in 2019. Amazon Basic pencils and Posca pens. So like this red, this blue, this black, those are done with the Posca pens. And then the rest is all pencil, and the white dots are my white Posca pen. But Amazon Basics, they're on Amazon, of course, and their pencils are pretty good. Because that's what these are used. All the flowers and the leaves and the fish is done with the Amazon Basics. And I might have watched, I usually write down if I watched a video on how to do this. But I think I got the idea of the color palette from something on Instagram. I love the fish. He's so pretty. I don't know if I did anything else in here. Nope, nothing else in here. Then I did Alice in Wonderland. It's Jasmine Beckett Griffith. And I did this page. This was a buddy color with Color and Create with Jana. It was for the Alice Salon this year of Alice 2021, and I used my Koh-i-Noor Polycolors. So isn't she cute? She's so cute. Love my Jasmine Beckett Griffiths. And I used some gel pens. These were either metallic gel pens or metallic pencils. I think they were metallic pencils. And then I always, when I'm done coloring, I always take a black fine liner and I go over the black part here in her eyelashes to make the eyes pop. I don't know if I've colored anything else in here. Yep, I did. This was another year of Alice, an Alice Salon 2021, Gelato January. I used my Derwent Light Fast and my Holbeins. I didn't like her skin. It got muddy looking. If you're up close, it got a little muddy looking. But the Cheshire Cat came out pretty cool. I like it. Let's have that. Here's the gnomes in the neighborhood. Hold on. So yeah, gnomes in the neighborhood. What'd I just do? And it's by Denise Klett. And she's the one that did Mermaids in Paradise. And so this year I colored this. Look at them. This was Mythical May Color Along. Mythical May. And I used my colored pencils that are called Bayland Lux. It's Lux. They were, I won them on a giveaway on someone's channel. So I did this year, and I forgot to put the date on it, but I know I did it this year. I just don't know the date, so I'm just going to put 2021. But yep, that's the Bayland Lux, and I have colored other pages. I did this. So the background, I used an alcohol marker. See what it did on the back? That's why you can use the alcohol markers as long as one-sided. And this was a January 2019 challenge. I used my Pablos and my Cali Art markers. So in that one, I'm not sure if I did any other gnomes. Seems like, yep, I did this one. This I followed along with Coloring with Elena. She did this on her channel, and so I followed along watching her and coloring it. This background here is with Neo 2s, and the rest is with my Prismacolor pencils. But I am really happy with this. And I believe the white is the Posca pen. But yeah, the background is all done with the Neo 2s. So, yeah. So there's that. Did everybody leave me? Did chat freeze or something? I'm not seeing anything. Okay. Oh, okay. My chat hasn't moved. Did something happen? Then I have Worlds of Wonder by Johanna Basford. Hi, Mona. How are you? And this was for the Flamingo Lawn that Sandra did. And this is with my Pablo pencils, the Caran d'Ache Pablo pencils. And the background here is again with pastels. So I just use, like I said, a makeup pad, and I just do that. So I did that, and I'm not sure what else I've done in here, but that was this year. I think that's it. Nope, I did this cat. I didn't write down the year or what I used on this cat. So I'm not sure. But yep, cat. And that's it for this one, Worlds of Wonder. And then October every year, I do what's called Carlaween. And I co-host it with Kate from Kate's Color in Haven. And it's any books by Carla Majana. Carla and I have been friends for a few years. And whenever she gets a new book out, she will normally sends them to me. So I do flip throughs and I use them in my color lawn. So I colored a few pages out of this one. And with her books, anything goes. So yeah, that's mine. I used gel pens and markers. That's all I used on this is gel pens and markers. Give her a little bit of green skin. And then I did this page. And this was also with markers and gel pens. So her books are fun. I used, these are glazed gel pens. And I used a Posca pen on the white part of her hair and around on this. I think that's all I did in here. This book came out this year. Yeah, that's all I've done in here. Then I started, I don't think I finished it. I started a picture in here with Rebecca from Crafting Journey. We started doing this on her channel, and I was using my Arteza pencils. But I know I've colored other things in here, but not this year. I think I colored, yeah, I did. I did this page with the desserts. And I need to finish this. I don't know if I've done anything else. And this book is Fabiana Antonaggio, Alice in Wonderland. So I need to finish that page. And this is one of my favorite artists, Clara Markova. All of her books are in hardcover. You can no longer get them on Amazon. You have to get them on Etsy. And yeah, we can, Rebecca. Let me write that down. Let me put this book aside. Okay, my new planner. Let me mark that. Can put that in here. Wednesday the 5th. There. That's written in. I won't forget. So, yep, this is one of my favorite artists. She has several books out. Love them. They're all fantasy. And let's see. So this is the page I did this year in September. And this is called the nameplate page. And I used my luminance pencils. So, and the paper is really nice. Her paper is very soft. But yeah, I wanted different colored teddy bears. So I did that. And then I got done with the hat and realized that this was probably supposed to be white. It wasn't part of his fur. But hey, whatever. It's a fantasy coloring book. But that's the luminance. I don't know if I've colored anything else in here. Oh, yes. Last year I did this for Christmas time. It was a buddy color, and I used my Marco Raffines. I used my Marco Raffines on this. And it's a, I forgot, must have been, oh, Stickles. So the shiny stuff is Stickles. That's what that is. Thank you, everybody. So that's done with Stickles. I don't know if there's anything else in here. Nope, that's it in here. I love her books, though. She has Magical Delights, Tenderful Enchantments, Fairy Miracles, Fairy Celebrations. This one's Fairy Touch of Magic. And I don't think this is her latest one. Is this? This came out last year. So I think there's another one. And then for Carlaween, I did some out of her Spooky Sweets. And this was Carla's first coloring book. I did a lot out of this because my goal was to do as many pictures out of this as I could. So I used Neo 2s, which are a water-based, they're a crayon. They're like a crayon, but you add water to it. And I used gel pens. So, yep. There's that. And I did this. This did not come out the way I wanted it to. And I used my Zig markers and my gel pens on this page. But yeah, I did not like the way the orange and the purple came out. It did not come out the way I wanted it to. I did this page here, and I used my Arteza pencils and some gel pens. And for the bubbles, I just took a blue and just kind of colored a little bit on the edge just to give it a little bit of a shading. But loved this. And she has skulls in almost every coloring book, and she calls them Ralph. This one's done with Castle Art pencils and gel pens. And again, I only used one color on this and just would do a little bit dark and fade it out just to give it that look. All kinds of candy. And then this was done with my Super Colors. Super Colors are a watercolor pencil. And I used some gel pens because see all the glittery stuff are the gel pens. But she came out so cute. I love her. I wanted to do something in mostly pink. So, yep, that's her. But I've colored a lot in this. So this year, I really wanted to get a lot done. So in previous years, this was the first picture I ever did in here, and it was done in 2017. This one was done in 2019. This year, last year. (2019). I love her. She came out really cute. This one was 2017. So I took some acrylic paint. You water it down a little bit. You paint the whole background, let it dry, and then you color the rest. So I used a Posca pen. There's stickles on here. And it looks like I used some watercolors. They look like watercolors. But yeah, that one was fun. I really enjoyed that. This one was from 2017. I think these were Prismacolors and gel pens or stickles. Stickles. I can tell by feeling them that they're stickles. This one's 2018. This was with water brush markers. Oh, I got more. I do have more done. See, I wanted to finish this book this year. 2017, you know, there is a difference in my coloring. Stickles are a glitter paint. They're glitter paint. That one was done in 2017. Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate that. Yeah, I can never remember, Mona, if they're a glitter paint or a glitter glue. I think you're right, though. They're a glitter glue. And I think that's it. Yep. And then, as you know, I wanted to finish this book this year. That didn't happen, but I got a lot done in here. So let's start from the very beginning. There's 2 images of each image. You get 2 pages for each image. One has a fancy background and the other one's plain. So the one page has detail and the other one doesn't. So this was called Almost Midnight. And I used my 100 Crayola pencils, stickles, and I think there's, yep, so the black and the purple are alcohol markers. And then I took the white Posca pen and made little X's on her dress. Hi, Wilma. How are you? And use stickles because you got to stickle it up and shiny and all kinds of stuff. I love this. This is one of my favorites. And so you see all the different detail, and then the second page doesn't have, you know, the curtains. She's up closer. So that's the difference in the 2 pages. But as long as I color one of each image, then it would be completed. Super Bowl, I used markers and they bled. See, alcohol markers bleed. So I used alcohol markers and I used Amazon basic pencils. I did, and that's called the Super Bowl. So I did it as if rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs. Yep. And then this is Chinese New Year. And I got the color palette, I think, off of Instagram. And I used Prismacolors and gel pens. But this one was fun. Thank you, Mona. So that's called Chinese New Year. And then this is Valentine Cutie. And this was done with the Koh-i-Noor polycolors and gel pens. You could never go wrong with gel pens. So, yeah. Valentine Cutie. And then that's the more simple page. We have Rio Carnival. Again, color palette from online. I used my Faber-Castell Polychromos. Polychromos are my other set of pencils that are my favorites. And they are oil-based. I love this one too. Love it. And we have this look of the Irish. I use Derwent Color Softs, gel pens, stickles, and the background is done with gelatos. Hi, Suzanne. How are you? Dark skin tone. Just play around with the pencils. Just play around with the pencils. And this has, like I said, stickles. But I like how she came out too. And I used a green gel pen for glittery look on her hat. You can see that. Then we have Mardi Gras. This is done with Prismacolor pencils and gel pens. You can tell the mask, the top of her dress, and her beads are gel pens. Glittery gel pens. Hi, Mandy. How are you? But I've been trying to do more of the darker skin tone and playing around with my pencils. And the background feels like, yeah. So the sky is done in markers. But love that. Then we have Easter Sunday. I did the basic one. These are done with Castle Art pencils. And for the background, I used my Prisma New Pastels, and I got different colors on my makeup pad that I use, and I just dotted different of colors for Easter. So that's how I did that. I didn't even do her eyelashes. I forgot to use the fine liner on her eyelashes. I always do that. Then we have Baby Shower. And these were done with my Arteza pencils. And the background's done with the Prisma New Pastels. So, yep, Baby Shower. May Day. These were done with my Prismacolor pencils. And I don't see any gel pen in this at all. It's all Prismacolor gel pens. Yep. So that's May Day. Then we have Mother's Day breakfast. And I used my Arteza pencils. And I used a gold gel pen for a little bit on that border on the pillow. Hi, Country Gal. How are you? Thank you, Suzanne. And then I used some gold in the wall in her wallpaper. Just for a little bit of, yeah, isn't it cute? Gotta have the daughter look like the mom. Then we have graduation day, and I use the colors that the boys went to school here is purple and gold. These are with the Arteza pencils also. So, yeah. But in the school they go to, the guys wear the purple gowns and hat and the girls wear the gold. But I did it different on here. But yep, love how her hair came out. And see, I did do her eyelashes on this one. Then we have Blushing Bride, and I used the Crayola pencils. I'm reading this. I used, for the skin, I used the Crayola's Colors of the World. And then I took a grayish color pencil and just did a little bit of shading so her white dress, because white is not pure white, they're, so I did a little bit of shading so that it would come out like that. So it has a little bit of shading. And then I used different greens and some purples in this. Kaya, I'll show yours in a minute, okay? Kaya's been coloring. This is Independence Day. And this is done with Crayola pencils. And the fireworks is done with stickles. And the sparklers with stickles. But the rest is Crayola pencils. No, Country Gal, I used to color about 16 pages a month, but it started hurting my hands this year, and I got big time into diamond painting 2 years ago. On average, how long does it take you to do a picture? Depends on the picture. This I did in maybe 4 hours. So I used to color like 16 pages a month. And that's all I did was color. I stepped away from cross stitching, and I wasn't into diamond painting then. Okay, Kaya, I will look. And now I'm into cross stitching. So the coloring's taking a back burner. So starting in January, I will be coloring on Tuesdays as much as I can during the day. Thursdays all day is diamond painting. And then cross stitching is going to take up the rest of the time. But yeah, I love this. And then we have Happy Birthday. Oh my gosh. Are you doing color by numbers in order to get 80 done a month? And do you color a lot with markers? Because if I color with markers, I'd get a lot more done. So this is Happy Birthday. This is with my Brutferner colored pencils. But yep. So it's her birthday. Okay, if I did that. Hi, Molly. If I colored with markers, I can get a lot more done. This one is another one. I must have done the simpler page. Love this one too. This is called Comic Convention. I used the Blick Studio pencils. And I took a white Posca pen and I went over the black lines with the white Posca pen. So that it looks like that. And then I just took a little bit of a gray pencil and did just like a little bit like the letter C to make the pearls stand out a little bit. But I love this. I love this page. I like how her dress came out and her hair. Yes, I know, Nick. Right now I'm showing these though. And then the background's done with pastels. Then we have, I know, I never can pronounce this right. Quinceanera. And I used my Prisma pencils and a little bit of gel pen and stickles. There's stickles on this. There's gel pen on her dress, but stickles on the necklace. And then there's gel pens on her crown or tiara and stickles in her earrings. Molly, it's this book, Whimsy Girls Celebrate the Holidays by Hannah Lynn. So, yep. Love this. And then you have the simple page, doesn't have all this background. Halloween fun. I am not done with this. This is done with Prismacolors. I was doing this with, I think, Nick and Tina on Craft and Journeys channel. So I need to finish this, but this is done with the Prismacolor pencils. I don't have much more to do. So I have that to finish, and then I still have a few more pages. I need to do this one. Good night, Lise. Thanks for coming in. And I still have this winter one. Oh, this is Thanksgiving because there's a turkey for the parade. So this is the Macy's Day Parade. And then we have Thanksgiving. So there's the detailed page and there's the simple page. I love all of Hannah Lynn. I didn't get her new one. Then we have Hanukkah. So there's the detailed page and then there's the simple page. And we have Gingerbread House for Christmas. So there's the detailed page and the simple page. And we have, looks like 12 Days of Christmas. So there's detailed and then the simple. Other Christmas and the simple. And that's it for this book. So I've got most of it done, but I do need to finish that page. And then I got this book, I think this year, Tales from the Forest Kingdom by Hannah Carlson. So when I'm done showing this, I'm going to show you Kaya's picture, and then we will talk about the color along for next year. So in here, I did this page, and I need to write on here. I did this in September, and I used my Pablo pencils. So I'm going to write Pablo's. So I used my Pablo pencils. There's some gel pens for glitter. And I took a clear Wink of Stella and I went over this to make it look like it's glitter. And I wanted each one to have different colored hair and different colored dresses. And I believe that's all I've done in this book, because this is her new book. So that's all I have. So that's all of my finishes this year. And Kaya's been coloring. Oh, wow. Look at Kaya. Look at her. Look at those scales on her tail. I think your dark skin looks good. I think that looks good. Get that. I love this. You need to get like the clear wink of Stella and go over it so that it shimmers. You need a shimmer look to that. And I don't know how much they are. I can't remember. I need to replace I need new ones. That's really good, Kaya. So that's what Kaya's been working on. So, okay, before I show coloring books, clear what? Wink of Stella. Wink of Stella. Let me go look. Amazon. Wink of Stella. I have the gold, silver, and clear, but you're gonna really want the clear. It's $8.60 for one, and it lasts a while. And then I'll have to show you how to use it. So here you go. That's the Wink of Stella. That's with your Castle Art gold pencils, really? Cool. Yeah, that looks good. Here's her other one. Kaya, you've taken off on the color and you do a really good job. Oh, look at that. Yep, see, you put the Wink of Stella on her scales and it just makes them shimmer. Oh, this is with the Faber-Castell gold fibers. It's not the polychromos, it's the gold Fabers by Faber-Castell. That's done with that. And then this is with her Castle Arts. So both pencils look good. Both pencils look good. Skin tone is literally just orange and white. Really? On this, it's just orange and white? Well, I can't tell. I can't tell. Wow. Okay, it's food o'clock, everybody. And then I'll show you more coloring books. I'm done showing you all my finishes. But Nick says it's food o'clock. So what are you having for dinner? And if you ate, what did you have? I made soup. Also, I have a Facebook group. Nobody really uses it. It's called the Cookbook Nook. We share recipes in there. I got a air fryer for Christmas. So if you have recipes for an air fryer, put them in the Facebook group. Ooh, burritos. You're going to go out for food tonight. I made this huge pot. This soup's going to last me forever. I always make too much. Sometimes I have to put some in the freezer. Anyways, it's called chicken broccoli potage soup. And you take a whole chicken with like 6 cups of water. Mine's always 8. And some minced dry onion and salt. and you bring it to a boil, you let it simmer for 40 minutes, and then you take the chicken out and you shred it. Well, this chicken was so huge, I did 40 minutes, flipped it over, did another 40 minutes, and it was still raw in the center. Not raw, but it was still a little pink. So I shredded it anyways, put it back into the hot broth that was made, and that cooked it up all the way through. And you add in 2 boxes of like scalloped potatoes or gratin potatoes. You mix that all in there with, I usually add like maybe 2 more cups of water. And yeah, so when you take all the chicken off the bones first, of course, throw out the bones and kind of scrape off the fat off the top. And you just throw that chicken back in there. I usually put the potatoes in right away, but I waited. I think I cooked the chicken more in the broth for 45 minutes. And then you add in the 2 boxes of the potatoes with the seasonings. You mix that all up and you let that simmer for another 45 minutes. Then after that, you add slowly 2 cups of milk. You let that heat up and it's done. It takes me all afternoon. I had to cook my chicken a little bit longer because he got me a large one and it calls for a small Friar's chicken. And he got me a large chicken. So, yeah, it's just fun to make. It's easy to make. But let me get the rest of Hannah Carlson's. I think she has one out called Pot of Gold. That's one I don't have. But this is the color along for next year. It's called #HannahZon21. Oh, Shawana sent this. This is one of those, is it like a mannequin's head? That's pretty. Yeah, that's cool. I like watching Shawana work on those divas. So, I have the Winter Dreams. You get 20 postcards in this. I started this, but you get 20 postcards. It's very thick, like poster board. So, yeah, it's called Winter Dreams. And that's the only thing I've colored. Oh, no, I do have one in here. I have this. And that's before I knew of Wink of Stella and that. So I'm going to have to go over the globe. Or you can buy a clear gel pen. There's a clear gel pen that you can, and it comes out like the Wink of Stella. So I have Winter Dreams. I have Seasons. So let's see if I've colored anything out of this. I believe I have. Yep, I did this in 2019, and this was done with Castle Art pencils. I don't even think there's any gel pen in this at all. I don't see. Oh, and his medallion on his. So that was with Castle Art pencils. Here's another picture. Did this one, and these are this is watercolors. I have pearlescent watercolors. So I did the background with pearlescent watercolors, and I don't know what pencils I used on the rest. And I did that in 2018. Hannah Carlson. It's a Z, not an S. That's the right way to spell it, though, for Hannah, Mona. But it's Carlson. It's a Z. So I'm looking. I did this one. And I don't know what I used in the background. But I love my fish. Love my fish. I have this jar here. This was a buddy color I did with my friend Lisa and Kim. This was using my Holbein pencils. And then I have this one. I believe this was done with Prismas, but I'm not positive. I didn't write it down. I did this one in 2018. All of her books are on Amazon. They're all hardcover, and they run like around $12 to $15, and the paper quality is awesome in these. I did this. I watched this as a coloring tutorial, and they had taken the white Posca pen that you see on the black here, and they did that on the bird. But after I did it on the flowers and the leaves, I did not want to take that and do that to the bird. So I left the bird. I left the bird that way. And I don't remember who I followed for the tutorial. But this is why when starting January 1st, when I start coloring, I have project pages. I'm now going to do a project page for each one of these, and it will list the pencils I used and if I followed a tutorial. And I'm going to number my pages so that I know what it goes to. But I'm going to start doing that from now on, starting in January. And I think that's it for this book. Oh, no, I got this one too. And I don't know what pencils these are either. This was done in 2018. And then I got gel pens also. But I love her books. And they're different. So I have that. This one's called Midnight Masquerade. And it doesn't look like I colored in this one yet. So I have not colored in this one yet. I do not have Tales from the Witch's Cottage. That's the other one I don't have. I need that one too. I have Jewelry Box. Let's see what I've done in this. I did this one. I don't know what pencils I used. Okay, Kaya. And I used Stickles for the cobweb. And I used a white Posca pen for the little white dots. And the background, it feels like it. I think the background is done with pan pastels. And I did the nameplate page. And these were with the Derwent Color Soft. Then I have her book Magical Dawn. And I'm working on this one. This is following a tutorial by Laura Colors 2. So I need to go back and watch her tutorial. But I know I've done some other pictures in here. Well, I thought I did. Oh, I did this page. So the background is done with black acrylic paint. You water it down. You paint the background before you color, because you can't paint over colored pencil, but you can use colored pencil over the paint. And the white is the white Posca pen, or you can use a white gel pen. But yep, there's that. I love this page. And this was probably done in Prismas. I don't remember. And then the nameplate page. And I don't know what I used on this. That's the nameplate page, and it's got stickles and gel pens and pencils. Yeah, so that's Magical Dawn. And then I have Daydreams, and this is the book that was picked to color in January. Okay, bye, Nick and Tina. So this is the book we will be starting in January. And I've done this page already. And it's probably done with Prismas. And there's some stickles on there. And I did this bunny. This was back in 2017 before I started doing more shading and that. So, yep. So let's go and see what else I did in here. This page, there's a coloring tutorial with Julie's passion for coloring. This one, coloring with Elena. Always coloring. So I put them there if I want to do color, if I want to color along with tutorials. I did this page with, oh my gosh, what's her name? Emily Illustrator. And so this is with the Ergosoft pencils. That I do remember, because that's why I bought the Ergosoft pencils, because that's what she was using. So this is with Emily Illustrator. She does tutorials. And that's with the Ergosofts. This here I wanted to do with Davlina Art or Bunny Designs. This one I wanted to do with Shirley XLY. Hi, Caitlin. Anna's Malfiber, I don't know. But yeah, Jazz Funk, that's another colorist. I don't even know if any of these are still up on YouTube anymore. But that's what I do. I go and find out this. Okay, so we had a colorist. Her name was Katrine, and her YouTube channel is Always Coloring. Katrine passed away in July of 2018. And in honor of her, we all colored this page. This was her favorite book. And we colored this page. And to do the raindrops, it's very simple. Do the rain, you get a ruler, and you pull out 3 or 4 different colors. And you just do a line. And since the raindrops were already there, you don't color over the raindrop. You stop at the top and you start back at the bottom. That's all I did on these. You use a ruler. That's how you do the rain like this. Was so easy. But yeah, so I kept this because this page is dedicated to her. And I used my Derwent Artist pencils, my Polychromos, and my Prismacolors. And I love the frog. I just do. And yeah, So that's in honor of her. She was a very nice person, and she just passed away suddenly. I think she had a blood clot. I think that's what it was. Her boyfriend came home from work and found her. And she was not very old. I think she was in her 20s or 30s. So, do I have more in here? Oh, I got the cat. I did him last year. Yep, and used her favorite colors also. I think because that was a tutorial she did on her channel. I think that's why mine's colored that way, Mona. Because I believe that is a tutorial on her channel. Then I did this one. This is with the Arteza pencils, pearlescent paints where the gold is, and gel pens. And this was a buddy color with Kim T. Isn't that pretty? So, yeah. Okay, thank you, Mona. Yeah, so, you can color along with different people in their tutorials. Spirit animals. I don't know if I colored in this yet. I love the dragon. Look at that. And he's got the prince with the dragon. It's okay, Mona. But yeah. Her books are very, I would say, eclectic. I did this. This is with the black acrylic paint. And this was with a tutorial. And I can't remember who I did the tutorial with, if it's Julie's Passion for Coloring or someone else. But yeah, it was a tutorial. And I did the crab. These are with luminance pencils, pearlescent paint on the gold, and the background was done, I think this is pan pastels. So I wanted a blue crab. And that's it for that. But yeah, so Daydreams will be the one that we're going to color in January, but I have a couple more I'll show you. So I have Summer Nights. Let's see if I've colored in this. Yep, I colored in this, and this might have been the tutorial with Julie's Passion for Coloring. There's a couple different people that I do tutorials with, and that might have been one of them. Love how this came out. No, I only use a fixative if I use the pan pastels or the Prisma pastels. If you use a pastel, then spray it with, use a workable fixative. Make sure it's a workable fixative. But I only do that. See, it hasn't rubbed off on this page, and I just use pencils. So no, I don't. Only if I use pastels. And this was with, I think, no, I didn't do this with anybody. This was not a tutorial. So this has some stickles and some watercolor. And I don't remember what the pencils were. You're welcome, Kaya. And this was with, I don't remember. So I used super color pencils, which are watercolors, but I didn't use them as watercolor on here. I used it as regular pencil. And I used my polychromos. Although my super colors might be what's the background in the water, and then my polychromos are what's on the flowers and the leaves. I think that's what I did. And this started out as a tutorial on someone's channel, but they didn't finish it, so I ended up finishing it on my own. And I did this one. And this one was done either with Julie's Passion for Color. And who's the other one? There's Julie's Passion, and there's another one I follow a lot. And now I'm drawing a blank. But this is all done with pencils, and they're most likely they're Prismas, because Julie's Passion for Coloring, pretty much, I think that's all she does is Prisma colors. So this is all done with Prismas. But I know there's another one, and I can't think of her name. And she does beautiful work just like Julie does. And then I have the clock, the stopwatch. So I have a pocket watch, I should say. This has some stickles on it. I don't recommend using stickles on a two-sided book unless you already colored the other side, because I almost ripped holes in this coloring over the stickles. It makes it really bumpy. And this one I also did watching the tutorial. And these are also Prismas. So yeah, that one was fun. And that was probably done with Julie's. I know where's that one book that had all those tabs in it? Did I take all the tabs off? No, it's my daydreams. Okay, so maybe I will know. Oh, Chris Chain. That's who the other one is. So it's Julie's Passion for Coloring and Chris Chain. I do a lot following those. Yeah, Chris Chain. That's the other one. So if you want to color along with them, I highly recommend those two. Yeah, Chris Chain. So then I also have another copy of Summer Nights. This is the artist edition. It's like poster board. So she takes some of the images from her other book, Summer Nights, and puts them in the artist edition book. So you could pretty much use a lot of watercolors in this and markers. So I have not colored in this yet. And then this is her newer one that I already showed you, the one picture I colored in. And that's the only picture I colored in this. But she has a lot of pretty ones. Look at that. Unicorns. So I put all of these books on my Spin Wheel app to pick what we're going to color in first in Daydreams 1. So what I want to do is take a page, and I want to start from beginning and go to the back. So we will be coloring this one first. And right now I do not know. See this here that ran through. I do not know what we are using for colored pencils yet. But this is what we're doing first. And it is hashtag HannahZon22. I've already posted in Instagram. And no, I'm not doing a group on Facebook. I have a group on Facebook called Crafting with Shalene and Friends. We will post pictures in that. So look forward to this. And we'll do that picture. So, yeah. Just not sure what pencils yet. Everybody always tells me Prisma, but I've got so many pencils I want to get to. And then February, I'll use the app again. So we have how many books? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10 of her books. So technically, I can do one book a month. Because we may take a break in October so I can do Carlaween. So I'll probably take a break in October. We will do Carlaween and then come back to this in November. Thank you, Kaya. So any questions? I can smell my soup. I'm really hungry. So I probably won't stay on the full 20. I have 25 more minutes. I probably won't stay on because we're done. And I'm hungry. But is there any questions? Does anybody have any color lawns that I need to know about? I know Crafting with Christy has one. Looking for my book. Crafting with Christy has a color lawn. Why don't I have it written in here? Are you kidding me? And she told me what it was. Yeah, I don't know if I will use one for the pages, but I should do one for the pencils. I do have the pencils all written down on a piece of paper, and then I just pull from that. What did... Let me find Christy. I think she messaged me privately. So I'm going to look for that. Okay. Her year-long color-along is coloring in any of Jade Summer's coloring books. And the hashtag is Love Jade Summer 2022. And that's with Crafting with Christy. So if you have any Jade Summer books, hashtag Love Jade Summer 2022, and it's Crafting with Christy. Coloring with Claire, use the picker for several things. Cool. Yeah, I use it for my coloring books. I could do it for my pages too, but I think I just want to start from the beginning of the book and just keep going towards the back. You're so much a beginner. Hey, we all start somewheres. We all start somewheres. But that's a good idea. I think I'll do that with the colored pencils. I need to do a wheel with them. You've never used one? Well, I have the wheel. So for Hannah Carlson, I have Daydream. I have all the books in there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm missing one. Maybe I didn't put in. I don't think I put in. Oh, I don't have Tale from the Forest Kingdom. That's what's not on here. So I need to go in and add. Hold on, I need to look at that first. So it's going to be black with white. Oh, Tales from the forest. Why are you doing that? Forest Kingdom, text colors white. Background colors black. So it's on there. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's what I said I had. And save. The app, it's just spin the wheel, random picker. Spin the wheel, random picker. And it gives you all these different color choices. So I have one for my whip go, but I don't need that. So I'm going to delete that because after I did this, I realized that they picked the whip go, not me. But I guess I could leave it there just in case. And then I got an ad right now. I have one for my favorite color and artist to pick from, the Hannah Carlson books, the diamond paintings I want to work on next year, the books I have not colored in. I need to get rid of that one. Color in whips because I have a bunch of those. Gnomes that I'm cross stitching, my Mirabilia Nora Corbett. I don't need that now. And TV series like on Netflix and all that I want to binge watch. So that's how I picked that. So that's what I have, but some of them are going to go. I don't need some of them. But yeah, it looks like that. Spin the wheel app. So that's what I will do. I'm going to let you guys go. I need to go eat. I'm hungry. Did I see your question? No. Do you use something behind? Yes, I do. I have what's called a chopping mat. They're plastic, they're clear, and you put them between the pages. And you get a couple of them. Some people have been able to get them at the Dollar Tree. I have not been able to. I buy mine through Amazon, and they're called chopping mats for like cutting vegetables and stuff. And that's what I use between my pages. And then if the alcohol marker and anything gets on the chopping mat, when you're all done, you just take some rubbing alcohol and wipe the mat down and it cleans it all up. Otherwise, you can use cardstock between the pages or several sheets of copy paper. So that's what I do. You always want, even if you're using colored pencils, you always want to protect your other page, because if you're pressing a little bit, it could leave an indentation on the page behind it. So you always want to cover, you always want something between them. So thank you everybody for coming in. I really appreciated it. And I hope you enjoyed this live stream. Thursday night, that's going to be a long one. Thursday night is live stream Floss Tube. We are going to go through all of the whips that I am working on next year, because I'm doing Work Your Whips. It's a Facebook group. And I pulled out all my whips. Well, I left like 5. They're Hades. I left them alone. But we are going to do a whip parade on Thursday, and there's 33 whips. Yep, 33 whips. So be on the lookout for that. That's Thursday. Thank you guys for all coming in. Love you. You all have a great night. Bye-bye.